Welcome to another edition of FMW, and we are live in the studio. May 12th, 2025. It's Monday. You know how we do. FMW live on YouTube. It's the Funk Baby! Uh-oh! He's back! Okay! Y'all know what to do. The Bellevue Patriots, FMW. Boom! You already know. Let's go. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. We in the building tonight. Woo! Let's get right down to it. My son Emir, he came to me and he asked me a question. He said, "Pop, what do you think about the Ryan Hinton, Rodney Hinton, Larry Henderson situation?" I was like, wow. I almost felt just like everybody else felt. They almost got me. I almost came to the same anger, the same analysis of the traditional perspectives, the typical justifications of racial discrimination. I started thinking like you. That's what I said. I said, because how you feel about it? He said, I'm pissed off. I saw the footage. I just saw, oh no, Pop, it was wrong. The cops was wrong. And I said, damn. I almost started thinking that way. I almost started looking at this from a one-sided perspective. All I saw was color. All I saw was this. That's it. That's all I saw. And maybe that's all I wanted to see. I wanted to believe. But then I heard Ryan's grandfather made a statement. Can you roll the tape for me, Bob, please? Yeah, the audio with the grandpops. Roll that for the people.
The officer that killed my grandson, I've been praying hard for him and his family because I know he's hurting off this. If I seen in the video about my grandson, I seen two scared people. I seen the officer scared and I seen my grandson scared. So it's an unfortunate incident that happened. So that's all I seen. It was like, I didn't see the police there trying to kill. No. What I seen was two persons made a mistake. My grandson made a mistake being there, and the officer, he was trying to get back to his family too. So that's what I seen. So it's not about revenge or anything. I have nothing against nobody. You know, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I represent him. So with that said, please everybody just try to forgive everybody who done anything to anybody.
Just ready for you, this is a fact-finding mission more than anything to make sure you understand.
And it's a peace thing for me, for everything, for everybody to heal off this. I want everybody to heal off this. You know, it's just like a mistake. I really feel bad for the officer who was shooting because I can see the scaredness in him too. People can't see it. I'm going spiritual with this now. So I was able to see that. God had allowed me to see this part of the accident. You know, just like my son made an accident too. So he made an accident. Just, you know what I'm saying, just trying to just move on now. That's all I'm trying to do on. And I'm praying for the officer and their family.
That was deep. He said, I'm looking at this through my spiritual eyes. You know, I'm praying for the officer whose lives was lost. I'm praying for the officer who even shot my grandson. You know, I seen two scared men. That's what he was saying. Basically, wow, that's deep. Yeah, I almost fell for it, man. They almost got me. Glad my son pulled my coat and asked me what I thought, because they was all feeling one-sided. They all, you know, watched the footage and automatically came to some conclusions. But tonight, I don't want to do that. I don't want to keep coming up with the same old conclusions. That means we think in the same old way. Tonight, I just want to deal with the facts. How about that? Let's just deal with the facts. The facts of the matter is, Ryan Hinton was 18 years old. He couldn't get into his house that particular night. He called his cousin, there was no response. So he went to go hang out with the homies. They say Ryan Hinton allegedly ended up in a stolen car. They said Ryan Hinton had a gun on him. Allegedly. They said that Ryan Hinton, when the police approached him, he ran. The police told him to stop. They said Ryan Hinton didn't stop. They said he had a gun in his hand and he allegedly pointed it at the police. The police felt threatened. And so the police used deadly force. 2 shots to the chest and to the arm. That's facts. Let's continue with the facts. Rodney Hinton, sir. Ryan Hinton's father, Rodney Hinton, received the news of his son's untimely death. And he's also told that his son was killed by the police. Wow. Rodney Hinton goes to the police station. I guess he views the body cam footage. He leaves. And then the next day, he allegedly ran down a traffic deputy, killing him. Larry Henderson. Rest in peace, my brother. These are the alleged facts that we're dealing with. Now we come to the questions. The first question is, what was Ryan doing outside at night? That's what most people want to know. That's the first question most people would ask. What was Ryan doing out at night? Well, the answer to that is he couldn't get in his house that particular night. You've got a statement made by his cousin Marlon, who said Ryan called him 7 or 8 times, but he was busy sleeping. He was tired. He didn't even hear his phone ringing. He didn't know that Ryan had called him several times, telling him, I can't get in the house. Bob, do we got that audio available? Yeah. Play that for the folk, please. Thank you.
My name is Marlon. I'm Ryan's cousin. My condolences to everybody involved in this. I just want to say, Ryan, I'm so sorry. God, please watch over the rest of my family. I want to address all the negativity and saying he was going to be in a stolen car, this and that. Listen, he was supposed to be at home that night and shit. Let me get this out.
Get it out, brother.
He had no business being in a stolen car, man. He had a bed to come home to. He slept in a car he couldn't get in the house. Right? He called me like 6-9 times.
Wow.
Like 12, like between 12 and 1. He called me trying to get in. Text me. No sleep. I'm so sorry. This was never supposed to happen to you. Ever. I'm so sorry, Ryan. I'm so sorry, Ryan. Just know he wasn't supposed to be there. He wasn't supposed to be there. He wasn't. He was scared. He tripped and fell. He must have been so scared. I'm so sorry, Ryan. It's just that, like, everybody that's talking shit about it, just know you know what's the Peter, yeah.
Yeah, that's Marlon. That's the cousin of Ryan. Rest in peace, young king. Yeah, Marlon, he said Ryan called him several times, but he was sleeping. He didn't hear his phone. He didn't even know Ryan was trying to come home. So I know that's a heavy burden to bear on the young brother. But as we get back to the questions, you know, some people might say, what was Ryan doing with a gun? Allegedly. Now, there's many answers to that. Some people will say he was being mischievous. Some people will say he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Some people might say he's hanging out with the wrong crowd. Some people might say he was up to no good. Then the next question they're going to say is, well, why did he run? Why did he run? What was he running for? What was he running away from? Did he have a gun? Was it the stolen vehicle? Why did he run? And why didn't Ryan stop when the police told him to? The police stopped, freeze, and he didn't. Some people will say that Ryan was afraid, that Ryan was scared. Some people will say he ran because he had a gun. Some people might say he ran because he was in a stolen car. Everybody's got something to say. Everybody has an opinion and a right to say what they feel. Then you might have people who may say, if you're out at night, 18 years old, running with 3 of your homies, with a gun, allegedly, in a stolen car, allegedly, police run up on you, you start to run, they tell you to stop, you don't. It's evident that that situation ain't gonna turn out good. It's evident. That situation is not gonna turn out good. It's only 2 ways it could go. It could go bad, or it can go real bad. That's the only way it could go. When the chase is on, it could go 2 ways, bad or real bad. Rodney Hinton, the father of Ryan Hinton, receives the news that his son was killed by the police. Devastating. What father can tolerate that kind of news? I mean, it's devastating. Could devastate any father. They say after Rodney Hinton viewed the body cam footage, went to the, to the station and confirmed that it was his son, and yes, this is what happened. So the footage, they said Rodney crashed out. Allegedly. Crashed out, lost it. Maybe it was a temporary moment of insanity. It could have been a straight blackout. It could have been a psychological traumatization. He could have just lost himself. I mean, it's easy for me to explain this and say these things out my mouth. But what if it was me? I gotta keep it real with myself. What if it was me? Would I become a vigilante? Would I take the law in my own hands? Would I push it to the limit? Would I seek revenge? These are the questions I gotta ask myself. What if it was me? And I'm so grateful. All praises due to the Most High that it's not. And it's unfortunate for anyone to have to be put in this type of situation. It's devastating. But the fact of the matter is, Rodney Hinton, he killed the innocent man. He killed an innocent man. A man that had nothing to do with the situation. A man that wasn't there when his son was gunned down, unfortunately, unexpectedly, tragically. Mr. Henderson wasn't nowhere around, but yet he's mauled down, allegedly by Rodney Hinton, the father of Ryan Hinton. This is not an eye for an eye situation. This is not, you kill my cat, I kill your dog. This ain't one of those type of situations. You know why? Because two wrongs don't make it right. Two wrongs don't make it right, Bob. Can I get a round of applause, Bob, please? Don't make it right. It don't make it right. It just don't. Larry Henderson, rest in peace, my brother, had nothing to do with the untimely unaliving of Mr. Rodney Hinton's son, Ryan. Rest in peace. Absolutely nothing. He had absolutely nothing to do with that situation. Right is right and wrong is wrong on either end. By Rodney Hinton, in my professional opinion, taking matters into his own hands shows me that he was unable to compose himself. And he lost control of his emotions. And not only did he tarnish the unaliving of his son Ryan, he added more to the family's pain and suffering. And then he took the life of an innocent man. And now two families are going through pain, suffering, mourning the loss of someone that they loved. Unfortunately, who wins? Who's gonna win? Who's coming out on top? Now, Mr. Rodney Hinton got a whole platoon of Larry Henderson's fellow police officers feeling vengeful. Damn. Think about it. Let's get to the what ifs. What if Ryan Hinton wasn't out on the streets? What if Ryan Hinton didn't have a gun, allegedly? What if Ryan Hinton wasn't in an alleged stolen vehicle? What if Ryan Hinton didn't run when the police came up on him? And what if he stopped when they told him to? When the officer said freeze and gave that command, what if Ryan Hinton had stopped? Is it safe to say that Larry Henderson would still be alive today? Is it safe to say that? And is it safe to say that Rodney Hinton wouldn't be in jail for aggravated murder? Is it safe to say that? Is it safe to say that we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now, today. Think about it. What if? Some people say a lot of things about this, and I'd like to get a couple of opinions from other people's perspectives. Yo, Bob, what is the street saying about this whole situation?
See the video of Ryan's grandpa, Rodney's dad, begging and pleading with the police and saying sorry to the police. He got your family look like a simp, man. Rodney, you did what you did for nothing because he got you looking like a simp, man. I don't agree with it. I don't think you should be out there apologizing to them. They hurt y'all. They hurt y'all. In my eyes, I don't think you should be apologizing. Yeah. Why is you apologizing, old man? You know, this is my dad, or if I was in this family, if I was Rodney's brother, I'd slap the shit out of my dad, bro.
Wow.
What are you apologizing for, man? Wake up.
Wow. See, it's thinking like that. It's thinking like that that keeps us stuck in that form of thinking. This is the type of brother that said he would have slapped his own father had his father made the statement that Rodney Hinton's father made. He said, I would have smacked my own father. He said that statement got your family looking like a bunch of simps. Damn. And a lot of people feel this way. A lot of people are feeling exactly what that brother felt out on these streets. But they feel this brother's a hero. If he did what they said he allegedly did, mowed down the police officer, they think that was very heroic of him. They chanting his name. He's the champion. Wow. But for me, Rodney Hinton's actions, if they are true, it only showed to me his instability is the word I'm looking for. It showed me his instability. It showed me he was fragile. I know a lot of y'all say, what you mean, Wiz? He was fragile, he was unstable. You saw what he did, he handled his business. I don't see it that way. I see it that what he did was show me that he was incapable of finding the best solution to deal with the situation and the trauma of him losing his son. That's what he showed me. He showed me he couldn't handle it. And this is the only solution. This is the best thing he could come up with in his mind on how to deal with the losing and loss of his son. Now I'm going to go out here and take somebody else's innocent life. But the question is, who wins? Nobody. Nobody wins. Ryan, Rodney, or Larry, rest in peace. Nobody wins. People got to learn to make better decisions. People got to learn to make better decisions, man. Because for every action, there's a reaction. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it, it's facts. For every action, there is a reaction. And most of the time, we don't like the reaction. We don't like when shit comes right back around to us. We don't like that. See, I had to learn that the hard way. And many brothers and sisters from my time, we had to learn that the hard way. We had to learn that through experience. And many of us still got the battle wounds to prove it. Oh, we still got the scars. It took me a long time to realize that a wise man could play the part of a fool, but a fool could never play the part of a wise man. I had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn the rules to the game. And these people play by policies. And the official policy is to maintain the trust of the people. They got to maintain the trust of the people. So those people who are in authority over you, they got to always appear to be in authority. Yeah. They got to always maintain and appear to be professional, official, accurate, even when they not. It's just the policy. Because if they ever fumble the ball, if they ever just fumble and drop it, they ain't gonna never tell you that. They ain't gonna never say, we messed up. It was our mistake. The cop overreacted. No, this killing was unjustified. You're never gonna hear those things because they live off a policy, and that is to maintain the trust of the people. They gotta always appear to be in control, professional, and accurate, even when they're not. It's just the policy. A lot of people don't understand. When you are the one writing the laws, you ain't got to worry about obeying them. Hear me now. When you the one writing the laws, you ain't got to worry about obeying them. These are just the rules to the game. See, a wise man knows these things already. A wise man is aware. He ain't sleeping. He ain't gonna continue to look at injustice, corruption, cover-up, and falsehoods. Oh, he's not looking at none of that no more, because he realizes one thing: ain't none of that going away. Corruption ain't going nowhere. Lies ain't going nowhere. Injustice ain't going nowhere. These people are not going to tell on themselves. Lying, hiding the truth, manipulation, it ain't going to just all of a sudden stop. Oh, hell no. Why, emphatically not. It's going to just turn up. You think the opposition is just going to reconciliate, renegotiate with the enemy? This is war. And it's been war for a very long time. A war of interpretation and manipulation. A war of the seen versus the unseen, of the spiritual versus the spiritualist. That's what this is all about. We as people, man, we just got to understand the world that we live in. And once you understand the world that you live in, it'll make it a little bit more easier to understand the rules to the game. Because it's all a game. Every decision is a gamble. Every decision. And that's why we got to make the right decisions. Got to make the right decisions. It's like, I don't know if any of you ever went to a casino and gambled, at the tables, but every roll of the dice is just going to determine whether you win or lose. Every roll. And most people like myself, we don't like to lose, so we don't gamble. It's just that simple. But a lot of people, they just can't avoid the temptation. They just want to roll the dice. Now they're gambling with the decision to either walk away or to continue playing the game. And it's only when they crap out that they get it. But by then it's way too late. The reality is the cards isn't stacked in your favor. That's the message. The cards are not stacked in your favor. They're not. And the philosophy that we've been utilizing ain't working. It ain't working. It's not effective. It's producing no results. Our strategies and all the counteractions that we taking, it ain't bringing us any closer to the liberties and the justices that we've been deprived of. Not any closer at all. Not a mere morsel closer are we getting to achieving anything. Because one thing that we fail to understand, freedom ain't free. Oh, freedom ain't free. It costs. So you better learn to stand on something or you're going to continue to fall for anything. Hear me now? I ain't got much more time. But I'm going to let you know this for a fact. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. You're on your own. You all alone. You got to save yourself. You got to save yourself by stepping outside of the box. By stepping outside of the box. And don't allow yourself to be put in positions where you got to gamble and take chances. That's the lesson. You know the wolves is out there. You know injustice is out there. You know hatred is out there. Discrimination is out there. Racism is out there. You know it's out there lurking. Just waiting for the next victim. You know that's the reality that you live in. So some people, y'all got to start learning how to solidify your thinking. That's right. Especially when you got to make critical decisions. You got to change your thinking. They out there waiting for you. They prepared. They set up. They got strategies. They're the architects of this. You're just caught up in the game. You got to be open-minded about the things you just don't want to accept. If you want to play in this game and survive, you got to be open-minded about the things you don't even want to accept. The truth hurts. We got to learn to listen and listen to learn. Learn to listen and listen to learn. That's what we got to do. Even those who abuse their power and their authority over you, they too one day will be judged. It's just not by you. It's just not by you. Oh, but what they've done to you, oh, they will answer for. I know they don't believe it. I know you saying when. You can't wait. You want to see it happen, but you ain't the judge in control of anything. This whole life is a gift. This whole situation. V is the best planner. V, the creator, is only all-knowing and all-seeing master of the day of judgment. Not you, not me, not us, not we. When you see morality being ridiculed, when you see immorality as the new norm, when you see logic being substituted for illogic, when you see sinful behavior being glorified, protected by the system, when something that was once frowned upon now is accepted and defended by law. When shameful behaviors become popular, when the truth becomes a lie, that's when we realize, oh, this is chess, not checkers. Oh, this is a whole nother thing. Oh, I got to change up my thinking for this one. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. Oh, now I see what this is. This is a whole nother strategy. This is a whole nother game. And what used to work for me so well before, it ain't working anymore. Got to change my game plan. Got to change my thinking. Because even in chess, there's many players, there's many characters. There's the king, the queen, the knight, the rook, the bishop, the pawn. And it ain't about the characters or the positions, it's about the strategic decisions that's going to determine the outcome of the game. Think. 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 For instance, let's just say all these allegations, all these theories and all the accusations that we feel about corruption, about conspiracy, about injustice, about cover-ups. Let's say all these allegations is true. Let's just say it's all true. We've been right all the time. About the police, about the court system, about the fake news media. Let's say we right. All the allegations is confirmed. It's true. Let's just say it's all true, okay? Then what? Then what? What's next? It's all true. It all came out. Yeah, we've been playing y'all, killing y'all, disempowering you, locking you up, profiting from your blood, sweat, and tears, killing your ancestors, getting rid of your young boys, putting fluoride all in your water, chemtrails all in your air. Oh, we've been doing it all. We've been doing a number on you. It's all true. Now what? Now what? Do you believe that these confrontations, these casual encounters, do you actually think that one day is going to lead them to telling the truth, changing the laws? You think all of a sudden they're going to care? They're going to all of a sudden grow a heart and a conscience? You believe that the reactions that we give them is going to make them finally reach a mutual understanding and invite us to the supper table? Is that what you think? Wow. That's deep. Let me ask you this. Do you feel safer today? Has change shown itself? Talk to me. Has justice manifested? Is it a new day? Is it new beginnings? Let me know. Let me know. Because it seems like all we doing is fighting fire with fire. And eventually, the whole house is going to burn down. And everybody loses everything. It's time to change the thinking. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. Because if it was me, I'm so grateful. Praise be to the Most High. Thank thee. Because it hurts. It's painful. It's wrong. It's injustice. It's immoral. It's wicked and evil. It's heart-clenching. Mind-blowing. But as men, as thinkers, as fathers, as brothers, as husbands, as kings, as men of greatness, we cannot allow ourselves to be forced into situations that create emotional imbalances inside of us. We cannot do that. We can't allow ourselves to slip. We can't allow ourselves to black out, to lose ourselves, and eventually get captured by the enemy. And now you a prisoner of war, a POW, a prisoner of war. Now they got you. Got him. Got him. We got him. My brothers and sisters, my friends, my fans, and all my listeners, it all starts with the safeguarding of the youth. Especially and particularly the young black male youth, young black female youth. Because it seems like they're the most frequently targeted ones. They're the ones with the most situations where it always appears somebody's got their foot on their neck. Somebody's taking a loss. Some life is being taken away. Brothers and sisters, my friends, my fans, and all my listeners, you cannot expect the truth to come from a liar. You just can't. You can't expect justice to come from injustice, and you cannot expect freedom to come from manipulation. You just can't do that. I told you before, the cards is not stacked in your favor. They're just not stacked in your favor. The game is rigged. The game is rigged, man. They already know the outcome. They already know how it's going to turn out. They're the architects of this, man. You don't even know what they got planned for you, but they do. Oh, they do exactly. And that's the devastating reality of the truth. You don't know what they got planned for you. We just don't know. See, hidden truths and manipulation and all kind of miseducation and false advertisements and all those things, that's just the tactics. That's just some of the elements being used in the system that governs you. These are some of the tactics they use. Fear tactics and all kind of things. And you don't even know it. See, a wise man knows this. A wise man knows this. A wise man knows that he ain't never seen the system favor the poor or the less fortunate. He ain't never seen it. He ain't never seen the system empower or improve the conditions of the black victims of America. He ain't never seen it. He ain't never seen a moment where love and compassion and truth and righteousness prevailed. Never seen it. And a wise man knows this. A wise man knows the truth is that he does not know the definition of victory. He doesn't know the definition of victory, but he's well familiar with the agony of defeat. Very familiar with that, because he realizes the card is not stacked in his favor. So therefore, he has to change the game. And at the end of the day, nobody wins. You know why? Because two wrongs don't make it right. Peace. Salute! I'm out of here. Boom!